Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday, 7:45 p.m. And this is another unusual video. I think anytime I get on here, it's going to be unusual. But what drove me to this one, I've got I always wear a bandana. If I had Bill Melugion's hair, you'd never see me in a bandana. God, I love that guy's hair. What a beautiful head of hair. He's on Fox News. If you've never seen him, Bill Melugin, go look at his hair. Anyway, now that drives me back to what this video is all about. I've got this bandana on, and my daughter had watched my last posting, and she said, "Dad, you need to start wearing a hat or a cap or something." She said, "That dirty old looking bandana, it just turns people off." I said, "Well, wait a minute. You got to remember though, I'm not in this to pull in a lot of people. I know this. I might be the only guy doing YouTube that doesn't really give a rat's. I really don't. As most things in my life, it's not about y'all. It's about me. I am using YouTube as an exposure, as a way for me. Y'all are my therapist. This is a way that I get out. I get to be me. I get to talk, and I really like it for the full. And you know, it isn't costing me $1,000 an hour, and I love this. So just stay where y'all are. You never have to look at any of my videos. I don't care. I play them back, and I enjoy them. So I'm having a good time with it. All right. But that brings me to the bandana and what the daughter was talking about, wearing a hat and whatnot. Well, just as I'm about to shut down the YouTube a minute ago, I happened to look on there, and there was this lady. I've never seen her before, and she's a comedian. Her name's Etta Mae, Jokes for Rednecks. And guess what? She's wearing a bandana, and she's got one heck of a crowd there, and they're all having a good time. And I thought, you know what? That daughter of mine is just going to have to get used to this, or not watch any more of my videos. And there's a whole lot of you not watching my videos, and that's okay. And if that's the club part that she tends to swing with, well, that's our prerogative. And anyway, all right. Now on to a couple other things, and I'll leave y'all alone. One of my favorite actors passed away today, Robert Redford, and I was watching through the night. I stayed up last night and did one of my little YouTube things, had coffee, and stayed up late. And you know, somebody that I should have been really in tune with, but I wasn't into heavy metal, but I'm on YouTube, and I started watching Ozzy Osbourne, and he's passed away. And you know what? I missed out. He had this one song called "Dreamer," and that, my friend, spoke to me last night, and still does. And then I ended up watching about 7 or 8 of his touring videos, and it was really awesome. And he was a heck of a guy. And then I watched a little spot that his son touched on, like a short memorial for his dad. It was just the boy talking about him and his dad, and it was really touching. And I wish that I was have paid more attention through the years, but that one song, "Dreamer," that was absolutely beautiful. And Ozzy, that was fantastic. But I'm more of I don't even know if I'm allowed. I'm a Willie's Roadhouse kind of guy, and I was anyway. Hope that doesn't throw anybody off, but or throw me off actually. But anyway, that's the country western stuff, and I love Saturday Night Fever though. John Travolta. Anyway, but I was in the disco stuff, and so that was more of my genre of music. But all right, now, so my daughter works for a. I'll just say this: she works in the medical field, and a patient came in, and she recognized him, and he was a friend of mine from 40 years ago. I have not seen this man, and she said, "Dad, so and so's here," and I said, "What? You're kidding?" And she said, "No." I said, "Put him on the phone." And anyway, he's very successful gentleman, and I should have followed him. But anyway, we talked for about 7 or 8 minutes, got kind of caught up, and he's doing great. And I said, "Man, it was really good talking to you." I said, "Most of the folks I talk to nowadays," I said, "the ones that are still around," and he said, "I know." He said, "I just made the 60-year high school reunion." He said, "Man, half my damn 3/4 of my class wasn't there." And I said, "Well, it's happening all around." And I said, "You sound just like we were sitting at the old Longhorn having a drink back in my drinking days." But and he said, "I know." He said, "You still remember?" I said, "Yeah, like yesterday." And anyway, it was sure good touching base with somebody from the past, and knowing that they're just having a ball. And one of the reasons for his great joy is he just signed a situation where he is going to be coming into quite a few millions, and I just thought that was great. I said, more, green lights and gold post, and yeah, buddy. And so he's having a ball, and they say money doesn't make a difference. Like heck, it doesn't. I mean, really, it can help you. All right, now. So he leaves the office, and she said, "Dad, you really remember?" I said, "It's just like yesterday talking to him." I said, "He didn't miss a beat." I said, "He sounds great, and I mean, he's sharp as a tack." And she said, "Well, he's selling this." I said, "Yeah, he told me." And I said, "Isn't that super?" And she said, "Yeah." She said, "That reminds me of this guy that I know. He's only 37 years old, and he's got a Lamborghini, and he's got this, and he's got that, and all this stuff, and how in the world all these people?" She said, "Why don't I have that?" And I said, and then she brought it up. She said, I think most of them got it through inheritance." And I said, "Well, honey, I got to tell you, you're just going to have to wait, because I'm in no hurry to go. I'd have to die for you to get, no, I'm not. So if you're counting on that one, forget it." And because I even started my little diet thing, and so I'm going to try to stick around as long as I can. So, honey, just do your very best, and come up with a plan. and there's so many ways of making money out there, and I'm talking about honest, hard-working ways, and none of this crazy crap that's going on. I hear these kids nowadays, they hire out to tear up stuff. That's the craziest damn thing I ever seen or heard of. I mean, really. And I watched some today, and the attorney general and the president and different ones are saying, you know, we got to stop all this hate, and I was thinking to myself, good luck. Hate's been around since time began, and it's going to be here after we're gone. But God, I hope things do come. You know, I told you all about Elon's shift and things changing. Well, you know what? Let's all hope that it changes for the better. And that's what I'm going to pray for, and that's what I'm going to hope for. Well, that's about all I got to say. Yeah. And to my daughter, you're just going to have to wait. And I love all of you. And I look forward to checking back in with you. Hell, I know none of you going to watch my videos. That's all right. I'm okay with it. And for the ones that do, well, thanks for putting up with me for the short time that you do. And I do appreciate it. And with that, I'm going to close out. And remember, if we ain't having fun, it's our own damn fault. And I love y'all. See y'all later. Bye-bye.